Greetings, everyone. Greetings and welcome back. Today, I want to talk about something that's very close to my heart: Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. Now, if you know me, you know I love the original EverQuest game. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time. So, I love how we're in this era of indie MMOs, and there's a sort of revival and a hearkening back to the good old days. So, I really want this game to succeed. But just looking at the 2025 roadmap, I have some strong thoughts and I wanted to share them with you today. So, this is the kind of video you can just kind of have it on in the background, no big deal. This is some footage from a stream with Greybox that I did. And here we're in the hatchery, just killing stuff in Mad Run. So, let's talk about what's coming, what's working, and what's kind of lost, I think. And so I'll make a comparison to Monsters and Memories later in this video. That's another indie MMO that I'm really looking forward to, and it's quietly doing a lot right by simply knowing exactly what it wants to be. So we'll get to that later. But let's take a look at the roadmap here and just kind of share some thoughts. So according to the devs, we're looking at major content releases every 6 to 8 weeks, and that includes new dungeons and raids, boss encounters, new zones like this Badia de Kara or Sara, and systems like mounts, taming, stat multipliers, new items, UI upgrades, things of that nature. Now, at first glance, that sounds really awesome. Frequent updates and constant drip of new content. That's pretty much what we all want from an MMO, especially one that's still in active development. And let's give credit where it's due. I mean, seeing features like the perception system, alternate rule set servers, and networking improvements, it shows they're trying to deliver on some of the original promises. Now, this is where I want to pause. So, they're launching PvP servers on April 2nd, tomorrow. And that's called the Shattering. And this is all before many classes are even fully fleshed out or balanced. And, to me, that just kind of feels like a questionable move. And I get the idea. In a way, you can kind of let players create their own content, and that's pretty powerful. So, in theory, PvP can have drama, excitement, rivalries, and that's the kind of stuff that MMOs are built on, I think. But Pantheon's foundation is still rocky. The core PvE loop isn't fully polished. Combat still feels off in places. And if you're splitting your limited dev resources between PvE balancing and now PvP tuning, neither experience is going to feel great, I think. I'd rather they nail one identity first instead of trying to cater to both without the systems to support either fully. And so that leads to an even bigger question that I keep asking myself, and maybe you are too, I don't know. Who is Pantheon for? Is it a PvE progression MMO? Is it a sandbox experience? Is it trying to be old school EQ or modern WoW light, or maybe just something in between? Because when I look at this roadmap, mounts, hairstyles, fresh start servers, PvP servers, etc., new weapons, it feels like it's checking a lot of boxes without a clear direction. That's pretty dangerous, because when you try to be something for everyone, you often end up not being much for anyone. And so this is where I want to draw in Monsters and Memories. Just because it's another indie MMO that's harkening back to the good old days, so it's a great comparison. I want both games to succeed. I think it's awesome that we're getting more games like this. There's others coming too, but Monsters and Memories is a great example. This game knows exactly what it is. It's a love letter to EverQuest, slow pace, heavy atmosphere, group-focused gameplay, and no hand-holding. And you know what? Players who want that style of MMO, they get it immediately. There's no confusion, No wondering what genre it's chasing this month. It's not trying to be Twitch friendly or have like viral moments. I'm not saying Pantheon is. It's just in general. You can just really see the focus. It's just trying to be a good game for a very specific kind of player. And it knows that it's not going to cater to every single demographic. And so that's clarity, that's confidence, and that's something Pantheon still needs to find. So again, I just want to make sure that uh, you understand I'm saying all this from a place of love. I really want Pantheon to succeed. I want it to launch, find its footing, and give us something new and special in the MMO space. But that's only going to happen if it gets focused. Pick a lane, build depth in that lane, and don't scatter limited resources across every shiny idea that shows up in Reddit or in a stream chat. And honestly, the roadmap, it looks more like a wish list rather than a grand cohesive vision. So, what do you think? Are you excited for PvP? Or are you like me, just hoping for some stronger direction before we start stacking new features on an unfinished house? Let me know. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I will see you around. I'll see you in stream. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, and I will see you soon. Take care, everyone, and have a wonderful day.